Alright, the gusts are only hitting around 20, so I'm going to head up a little higher and try to get in the direction where we're really getting blasted. Still only hitting about 20 miles an hour, guys. I was hoping to hit the 40s, a couple of gusts in the 40s, but Summit gear. As you can see, this is impeccably wrapped. These guys look like they do a really fine job. We'll find out when we get inside, but the wrapping and everything is impeccable. So far, I love the color. Usually when you're using these Bothy bags, you're either going to be in an emergency situation or a situation that could become an emergency when you just need to hunker down, my favorite term of the day, and get out of the wind and rest a little. If conditions are white out or something, you can just get some dead airspace around you so you can be comfortable. The bag is nicely made and seems to fit the Bothy nicely where you're not going to be struggling to get this in. You got a lock cord on the outside, which is nice. Be cautious when you pull these out, guys. It'll be normally windy or rainy. You don't want it to turn into a parachute. They're contoured, so of course they're much better than a regular fly. All right, and that's a pretty good idea. They got the bag just attached to it, which is a nice idea, so that you don't have to struggle to go looking for it. All right, I'm gonna deploy this and get in it really quick. This is actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 6 to 8 person Bothy. Great for group leader. Hey guys, how's it going? All right, we're in a 6 to 8 person Bothy. We don't have enough people to secure this down in these winds. It is in the 20s now. It started to pick up, but just to get a good glimpse at this and how they operate, you got a nice bright color here. It's great for emergencies so that you can be located. You've got a window here so that you can look outside and see what the conditions are doing. Maybe you'll see one of your partners that's lost walking by. You can call him in. We've got some loop closures, Velcro vents right here. They seem to be okay. You'll probably have to work at keeping them open. Now, the flapping that you're seeing here is created because there's only 2 people and a 6 to 8 person Bothy. You need the extra people to secure the bottom of this and sit comfortably. As you can see, I mean, we are much, much warmer and protected than we are from the outdoors. We've got some breathability here for venting. If this were an emergency situation, we certainly would be okay. What I've done here is just taken the pack and put it over this side right here. And I'm sitting on this side. But normally what you would do is you take your seating pad and put it on the edge of this material and sit on it. And because of the engineering on this geodesic design, you're going to have yourself a nice little dome when you have the right number of people in it. So when you purchase these guys, make sure that you purchase it for the number of people that you're probably going to be using it for. You don't want to go over on it. If it's 2 people 90% of the time, then get yourself the 2-person one. If you've got a couple extra people, you could probably sneak them in, 1 or 2. But this is a 6 to 8. You would never want to use this for 2 people, not even 3. I think a minimum for this would be a good 4 to 5 people, minimum, just to deploy it in a reasonable fashion. But it'll handle the wind. I mean, with the 2 of us here with 20-mile-an-hour winds, it's faring quite well. And I'll tell you what, the temperature difference is dramatic. I've got to actually take these off because they're going to fog up, because now the air inside my goggles is maybe cooler than out here. But you can see the steam starting to come up in here. So big temperature difference right away. So for emergencies, for groups, in the mountains, in the high winds, something you're going to want to consider. A regular fly, you'd be all over the place. All right, guys, and also they've provided a draw cord on the bottom so that you can pull this taunt underneath your group of people and really, really keep the wind out. So once you've got all the heads propped up top, acting, you know, as support, and you're sitting down on the edges and you pull that drawstring, you're really going to be able to ride out some winds. There's a big temperature difference in here, and as you can see, that wind is kicking and there's only 2 of us in here. I can imagine 6 people in here would be tremendous. You'd be able to ride this out, no problem. So we'll be doing further reviews on this when we can get a few more people in here and get some nice windy, cold conditions, and give you a further look at. All right. Well, got my Esbit stove, and seeing how we're gonna stay in here for a little while. We're going to boil up some water here. Yeah, the wind's picked up quite a bit, and we're just gonna ride this out for a little bit, get a warm drink, and then head out of here. We're gonna crack these vents. Yeah, we'll crack that vent right behind you.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right. And right now, there we go. I don't know if you can see that. We got the Esbit stove cranked. Got some water going. We're gonna share a cup of tea and blast out of here. Boy, it's getting nice and warm in here. All right, guys. You're gonna use common sense in here, guys. If you get stuck in one of these in an emergency, you're gonna want to use ventilation when you've got any kind of combustion going on. You gotta watch out for the CO2 buildup because of the people in it. You gotta watch out for regular CO building up because of combustion. So you're gonna want to maintain, I mean, you're out of the elements, it's warm, you're gonna want to maintain a cross vent. You want this air circulating in here. You want to vent out all the combustible gases. So keep that in mind if you do have to do this in an emergency. This is not something you do just to pass the time while you're out on the trail. This is something you do in an emergency. All right, we're maintaining the cross venting, and we've got bubbles on the bottom. Getting close to a boil. We got some more time. We got more fuel. Wait till this wind dies down a little more. So I've also got cross venting under here, and the temperature difference. Outside it's about 25, and what's going on in here, we're up to about 36 degrees. Noticeable difference in temperature. If you factor in the wind chill, it's actually dramatic. And if you take a look at my gloves here, I don't know if you can see that, but there's steam coming off of my gloves. So relatively warm in here. Alrighty, yeah. We've actually got a rolling boil going on there. So let's get this coffee going. Woo! Got some wind kicking. We're getting up there now. Right, little coffee, little sugar. Get that creamer going in. Beautiful. Cross venting, guys. Don't mess around without the cross venting. Alright, so that'll be the end of this video. We'll be putting out another one where we can get try to get 6 people out here, which is pretty tough, so that we can give this a really fair review, because this flapping would certainly not be happening, and the vents would be working much better if we had the proper number of people in here. But I gotta say, this windshield is really, really nice to have. My other Bothy does not have it, and I'm really enjoying this. Awesome. All right, guys, safe trails. Peace.